Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Video Game Talking Points. This time you get a bonus Call of Duty gameplay commentary laid on you. So you know what? No extra charge. That's just how benevolent I am. So sorry for the downtime. I've been away in lovely South Carolina, just sweating my ass off. It was terrible. The South is not kind to guys who don't go outside much. Anyways, I'm back, and yeah, this is the new VGTP, as it were. So I'm working on a review for Fear 3, and it's a good game, but it has the subject of, today's video game talking points. It has a level up system in it, much like your Call of Duties, your Battlefields, your Brinks, and stuff like that. And it's in the single player, it's in the multiplayer too, but I played maybe like a half hour's worth of multiplayer in Fear 3. It's not that great, but in single player, which I did play through, you get XP for so many kills, for finding essentially what are collectibles, for spending time in cover, for using your bullet time, and it's just kind of jarring. I don't think it really belongs in a game like Fear. Fear, even though it's not the most scariest game, I have this whole kind of philosophy of it's kind of hard to be scared when you have a big fucking gun in your hands, and if something jumps out at you, you can make sure that all of its blood gets out of its body. So it's kind of hard to be scared, but there are some jump scares here and there. It's got a mood, but having like an RPG leveling up system, or like an RPG light system for leveling up and gaining XP and getting unlocks, I think it's very specific what it needs to be in, and I don't think that games like Fear that try and create atmosphere, I don't think that they work or lend themselves to having a kind of leveling up feature in it, sort of like a meta game basically going on in it. So what do you guys think? I mean, at this point, is like a leveling up, like an upgrade system kind of almost required for you in games? Because that's kind of the thing, like with Call of Duty, that's kind of why I decided to mesh the two worlds here of rambling about a subject of in the video game industry and providing a Call of Duty gameplay thing, is that they kind of relate to each other. Because right here, this footage, I think I've prestiged like 3 times as of this footage, and I recently just passed 4 times, and I did that because when I hit the end, like the first time, you don't get that XP that pops up anymore, and there's something very primal, like nerd primal about it. You get these ticks, and you get this constant feedback of, you're doing good, look, you did this, and here's a reward for it. Here's, you hit the lever, and here's your little pellet, lab rat. And not having that kind of gets weird. You feel like something's missing, like you're not really playing the game anymore, like it almost becomes pointless, even though I would beg to argue that some of the amount of time that some people have spent in games like Call of Duty is a little pointless, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways, so like I said, yeah, for some games it almost feels like I'm not really playing the full game if I'm no longer getting XP. Like if you choose to not prestige, you don't really get XP. You've hit this wall, and that's really about it, and it just kind of goes nowhere. So I prestiged out of just that, just wanting to, continue chasing the dragon. And, like I said, it's in a bunch of games now. So do you guys think that, this is kind of the norm? Is that something you're all right with? Do you want it to be the norm where everything has this kind of RPG light feature? Like some games, RPGs, obviously there should be some kind of progress, because that's one of the tenets, one of the pillars of what it is to be an RPG game. But, like a first-person shooter, a third-person action game, like God of War, you can level stuff up. You get souls that you can, or red orbs, whatever they call them, that you can put in stuff. And Darksiders was kind of like that too. And like I said, the Battlefields, your home fronts, even Halo sort of conformed to the new RPG model, where even though it's really just like dress up Space Ken doll in Halo, you just get cosmetic things. It's still stuff that you can spend acquired credits on. Uh-oh, here comes the chopper gunner. I really gotta say I destroyed everyone in this game. I don't know if you've been paying attention to it or just listening to my sexy voice. So, it's going to come to an end here after I just absolutely kill everyone. See, this is why I did it again. Like, oh, you get the little thips, and you get the numbers popping up, and oh. But that's the thing, like, you know, all those numbers popping up, that can be kind of jarring if you're trying to have this experience, like in a game like Fear, where it's like, oh, be scared, it's very dark and moody, but you're constantly getting like, hey, cool, you did this, rad, level up, bro. It seems like it's kind of catering to, you know, it's got two diametrically opposed mindsets, where it's like, oh, pay attention to the story and be very scared, but also slam a few Mountain Dews and high-five your buddies because you're totally earning XP. Rad, wiggy-jiggy hangout skateboard party or something. So, video's coming to an end here. Look at that. Awesome. Destroying. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you want to see some Call of Duty commentary videos on Sean's channel here on SVM Gaming. I put them up on... I was going to kind of keep them to my channel, but if you want to see me destroying in Call of Duty, let me know. Thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you later.